last we left our heroes, they were on an adventure to find a unicorn. Or unicorns. Or corns that are units. I don't know. Anyway, we went to a dark place near the shipyards and followed a trail of varying unicorn engravings or graffiti, however you prefer. Following it until it got darker and darker until we came to a crossroads with 3 different unicorns in 3 different ways. After some conversation and some magic checking, the party took the path directly in front of them and made their way to a warehouse where they met Wardrobe Moonglow, the grandfather of Biscuits and Gravy, the Moongo people that were previously killed that they had returned home. Bless you. Shit.
Wow, that ADD punches like a son of a bitch, huh?
My train went so far off the track.
Oh, I can tell.
That it's in another country.
I just threw out my neck sneezing quietly.
Your whole family's fucking broken.
Dude, I literally sneezed, tried to do it quietly, blew my hand out of my face, and cracked my neck.
Oh my god.
I'm so proud of you.
It's okay. Set it.
Okay.
Lock in.
During the meeting, Onyx was handed a parcel of papers, of which the rest of the party has no idea the contents. But after receiving the papers, Onyx was willing to listen as Wardrobe explained that he was very upset and angry about the loss of Biscuits and Gravy and had demanded the party, with fair compensation, to track down the corpse's hand and leave them to him for quote-unquote questioning. After some concerns from Brontes regarding his own mission related to the corpse's hand, an agreement was struck and terms were come to make sure that everybody could hopefully get what they needed out of taking down the corpse's hand. Toward the end of the conversation, Wardrobe also handed Calyx a sealed envelope and Ataraxia a wallet, of which they both had to investigate on their own time. After the conversation ended and the party was parting ways, it was questioned what we could actually call Wardrobe, what his real name was, where we learned that Moonglow is more of a guild and is a found family, and that the first item that you sell is the name you take. Hence the name Wardrobe, Biscuits, and Gravy, all being the items that they first sold. And from there, our heroes returned to their tavern for a nice long rest.
During the long rest, Sai was tortured with horrendous visions and nightmares after consuming the potion that she had found in the initial dungeon the party first found themselves in. After a traumatizing episode and a series of confusing answers to questions she had yet to ask and questions to answers she's yet to find, she awoke with a suspicious glowing mark on her chest and spent the rest of the night concerned with ataraxia. After which case, the long rest for everybody was completed, and everyone reconvened in the bottom area of the tavern that they were staying at, with the intention of, once ready, going to the royal orphanage, as per the request of Abigail, once they left the meeting with the king yesterday. The party has now convened at like a side booth or series of
I want you to be where you're
tables.
most comfortable.
I'm pretty comfortable, yeah.
Sorry.
So the party reconvenes in the side booth or series of tables in the bottom of the tavern that they're staying at.
Okay. So as we are all stumbling awake, wow. Ataraxia, Sai, you guys look like you went through hell.
Sai looks like she hasn't slept in days.
I believe that's what I just said.
Look like you've been through hell and hasn't slept in days. I feel like they're not the same.
Eh.
Regardless. How's everyone doing?
Well, I think we already know how I'm doing, so.
Yeah.
I had a great night's sleep. How about you?
I mean, I slept like a fucking baby.
Wow.
I have
that's
no grievances with
amazing
this.
for you guys.
I have no grievances at the moment.
So our plan.
Our plan is to go to an orphanage.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Don't
we
we
have an
gotta
orphanage
speak
to go
some
to.
What are the odds the orphanage is also going to give us a stipend?
We can retire.
I wouldn't get our hopes up, but who knows?
I mean, you never know. There could be like a network of orphanages. Like, if any of you ever die, go to one of us, and we have a 9th level healing caster.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah, orphanages.
That would be
orphanages
phenomenal.
well known for being overfunded.
Yeah.
Well, they're overcrowded.
Exactly.
Oh.
You just went the wrong way.
But
Drink
yeah,
it hell.
yeah, you guys went to bed. You guys went to bed relatively late because you had the meeting at like basically midnight, and then you had to go home and do the meeting and
We went
stuff.
to bed at like what, 3 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, so I'll say like you guys like had downtime before that, and you kind of like passed the time idly. I'll say you woke up at like 8-ish. So like for sake of everything, you got your long rest. Everything is restarted. Everyone got all their abilities back, and we'll say it's like just about 8 o'clock when you guys have all reconvened and you're sitting at the table.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, it's a new day. Don't you get to do your roll check?
No, it's the day after it, so he doesn't get it, and then every day after
Oh,
this day
okay.
he rolls, and then if after
it's
7 days,
24-hour in
yeah,
right?
yeah, in game, and then after
Oh.
after he like if for some reason he fails every roll at 7 days, he just gets it.
Yeah. So we're at what? Like,
This is day
what
one.
did I say?
Yeah, so this is day one, so it's voided, and then the next dawn, every dawn after this dawn, you roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So what time did we have to meet this nun, guys? Can we
I
go
don't know, then
early?
we had a
Go over
specific
right
time. I think
now,
we just
right?
said morning, yeah.
I think,
I think
we
let's
could.
just
Say let's just head over there now, because we got a lot to do. We got a lot of places to go, people to see. I say let's just get the ball rolling.
people to capture for questioning.
Retrieve.
Murder.
Why
Murder.
Kill.
dispose of?
Erase.
Question.
In a world where
Exterminate.
we are no
Exterminate.
longer the good guys.
Okay, let's stop this dilly-dallying and actually head over to where we need to be.
Like, coming from this arm wrestle.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
So
you want to go right now? I'll start another one right now.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna use. Never mind. We're just gonna go.
And we're walking, and we're walking. No. So the party,
good.
once prepared, begins to leave the tavern. They went to the cheaper tavern in the more seedier district of the town. The Royal Orphanage is on the other end of town, so it does take approximately half an hour of an idle walk to get to back towards the more regal district. And once you reach the edge of that district, you find yourself coming upon a relatively dilapidated stone and wood structure. It is very large, with a very large yard. The yard is massively overgrown in some places and dead in others. There are several trees that look untrimmed and uncared for, as well as many bushes that are like dead on one half and look like they haven't been pruned or trimmed in the right way, and so they've overgrown and killed themselves off. No flowers. There are pots where it looks like plants would have been, but they are empty, full of just dirt, full of a few sprouting weeds that have worked their way in somehow. And you see in this wraparound yard, you see several children wearing what appears to be basically rags, kind of all playing in a circle with what appears to be like a ball of some kind. It's very lumpy and it's like hand sewn together, but they appear to be kicking it around and trying to play some sort of game. And around this yard in this dilapidated building, you see the occasional, what appears to be someone dressed in to be, for all better intents and purposes, a nun, supervising the children.
Can Sai join and play the game with the kids?
Sure. Sai runs over and begins playing with the children.
Hooray.
That's a statement.
Hey,
As she's doing that, can we look around for, like, I'm sorry, the nun's name escapes me at the moment.
I believe it was Hope.
Can we?
It
Hope?
was Sister
Yeah,
Hope.
I think so.
Apologies.
Can we do a? Can I do a perception check to make sure, like, see if I notice if anybody's like following us or watching us? I'm kind of doing a lot of shit right now, so I
Yeah,
just want to
roll perception.
I was not ready for that.
Are you gonna ask to do something?
Perception,
Not be ready.
I'm good. I'm good.
Facts.
Perception.
With the 17, you look around and you feel fairly confident that you're not being followed or observed in any way. I mean, obviously, the second you get onto the property, like, the nuns take notice because it's people who walk up to an orphanage. You assume somewhat hopeful that maybe you're here to adopt because this is an orphanage. But other than that, you don't see, like, anyone who's followed you from the tavern or anyone you recognize from last night or anything like that.
We're just gonna adopt
Okay.
a child into the party.
No,
Sai's,
I will punt it.
We could have had a monkey.
I would have killed it. Oh wait, Sai took care of that.
let's not bring that back. All right.
All right. So let's go find Hope, whoever she may be.
Okay, can we go up to the closest nun and ask where Sister Hope is, and just or say, excuse me, we're looking for Sister Hope.
Of
Believe she's
course, she's in the back. And this, like, relatively older woman gestures you inside, towards, like, the entrance to this. Like, once you get to the entranceway to this building, you see that the doors are wooden and they're, like, dry rotted. They're barely on the hinges as it stands. Even just pushing them open, you hear, like, creaks and splitters that give the indication that this door probably can't take another storm or any serious blow. You get inside, and you see what looks like they were once very nice stone hallways, but they're barren. On the walls, you see darker patches where there's less, like, sunlight exposure and dust and wear and tear that look like once upon a time maybe there were pictures, but there are no longer. The same applies to any ambient, like, table or end table or lantern or side table. There are little gaps where it looks like there was once maybe decorative plates or a lantern or anything like that, and it looks like those have all been removed. And you notice that this is a very dimly lit building, despite that it's morning. Inside this stone building, there is where you have the sconces on the wall where lanterns or torches would be. It looks like every other lantern or torch has been removed, and so it is very dimly lit, and you're led towards the back.
Okay, so we're just kind of following her at this point.
After
I was just gonna ask: is Sai still
watching-
with the children, or is she coming inside?
Does Sai leave the children, or does she just let the party handle it?
Does somebody call for Sai? Because if nobody calls for Sai, Sai's probably just playing the game.
I'm walking.
Alex is
I'm
calling
walking.
for Sai.
Okay. Does Sai leave the kids?
Yeah. She says, it was fun playing with
Damn
you,
it.
and then gives one of the kids, like, a bead from her hair, and then goes inside.
Oh, cool! And you see the kids all, like, gather around it, and they, like, look at it, and it's, like, shiny.
Aw. I'll cry. Okay, I'm going now.
Yeah. The party is led down, like, a series of hallways, all equally as barren looking as I described previously, and they're ultimately brought to, like, a back area kitchenette kind of situation.
Yep.
Where it looks like it once wasn't a kitchen, and there was a stone wall, and it looks like part of the stone wall has been demolished to make a sort of improvised window. And in the back of that window, you could see several large pots, like big cast iron black pots, and you see several nuns kind of working together to prep food. It looks like they've already done breakfast and they're kind of prepping like a soup or something for lunch. And you notice ambiently, just looking at the countertops are barren of most things. Like, you don't see any particularly nice cutlery or plates or forks. it just looks like a series of wooden bowls, these two big pots, and the pots appear to be mostly full of water with some stuff floating in it.
I guess like we address the sisters. Excuse me, sorry to intrude. Is one of you Hope, or could potentially guide us to Hope?
Sister Hope.
Sister Hope.
A woman walks out from behind that like little stone area through another equally as aged wooden door, and you see someone wearing different clothes than the rest. Instead of the traditional outfit that you've come to see a couple times as you walk through the hallways, you see someone who's instead wearing entirely white robes, wearing a red bandana or like a blindfold over their eyes, and they walk out and they go, I'm that sister. How can I help you? Are you looking to adopt?
Not right now.
Yeah, and
Not
not
ever.
at this moment.
Unfortunately.
We were told to come find you
From Abigail.
from Abigail.
Oh, you're Abby's friends. Of course. Come in. And she like gestures you to the back.
She calls us friends.
So you're saying there's a chance.
That was you. And we follow her into the back.
Okay,
Yep.
you follow her in the back, and she leads you to what looks like a dining area. It is basically just one long old wooden table and like a series of mismatching chairs. Like they don't belong to any set. It looks like they've just been accumulated over time. And she gestures for you all to sit down. They are all child-sized chairs, but you look for them for the most part, you could probably sit in one.
Well, this is
I'm gonna choose to stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand with Calyx on this one.
I'll sit.
Or stand with Onyx.
Yeah, Calyx, you stand with Calyx.
Yeah, Calyx summons a second Calyx and stands with him.
Mimic. No, not a mimic.
Or no,
Not a
whatever.
mimic.
Whatever.
Ah!
No, we are not ready for a mimic. We already got our shit kicked in by a fucking
Hey,
chest.
that was an
Yeah,
animated
I know.
armor, not a mimic. It's different.
That's what I'm saying. We're not ready for a mimic.
He wasn't ready.
Anyway, so everyone who sits, everyone who stands, and Hope will look to you and say, "I assume you are here to discuss what I spoke to BB about."
BB?
You say that out loud?
No, I just want to make sure I heard you right.
No, he definitely said it out loud. No take backsies, just like the potion.
Different
Different game. They don't get that.
different light.
Aw, the wins.
They're the
All right. Well, for clarification, I'll ask. Who do you mean by BB?
Ab, it's one of my nicknames for Abby.
Okay.
We've known each other a very long time.
I'm just double checking. That's all.
Well, Abby is great and has been amazing to us. She told us to come meet you, and we would like to, as you said, discuss further the situation.
Yes, of course. In regards to the little one she brought the other day, she said you
Yes.
guys had found.
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
Yes, that's very interesting. Ordinarily, I would be more than excited to take on another little lost soul, but as you may have noticed, we are not in the best financial situation right now, and another impromptu mouth to feed is difficult if we are not absolutely certain they are in fact an orphan.
Well, we don't know much about her. She was asleep during our entire time with her, just absolutely exhausted. But according to the person who quite literally kidnapped her, he just found her. We were hoping that maybe she had woken up and given more information and told you.
She has been very withdrawn since awaking. I recently, just this morning, I was able to convince her to come out of her room. She seems to be enjoying hanging out with children her age, but she has spoken very little. What we were able to hear at breakfast, overhearing as she spoke to another younger girl that we have here, she did mention that she was from a town, or at least that she has some sort of connection to a town in the Empire. And the reason I asked you all here is because I was hoping that, if possible, you would be willing to bring her there.
What town do you think she said that you overheard?
The children said that she said she was from Clove Cross, if you're familiar with it, to the north of the Empire.
Clover Cross?
Clove Cross. I think that's
Over there.
directly in
Okay.
the path that we've chosen.
Yeah,
to
just
take.
to the west of Orange Blue.
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry, let me just put away my
So-
totally legit normal townsperson map.
You do understand that it could be dangerous for her if she travels with us. Not saying that we cannot protect her, but
Would
I
Would it
I am
almost be-
worried.
would it almost be more beneficial if we can try to track down her family and send them here to pick her up?
Simply put, we don't have the funds or the manpower to manage any more children than we have. Adoptions are at an all-time low right now, just with the way the city is. It's overcrowded, overpriced, and sentiment is getting very anti-family. This is hopefully going to change shortly once Steel Maw has finished its construction and people might be willing to move out of the city and start families somewhere else, and hopefully they're willing to take one of ours with them. But we can't keep her here. Simply put, as awful as it is to say out loud, we've already sold basically everything we've had to get as far as we have, and the kingdom has been unable to increase our monthly stipend due to escalating tensions in the south with the border. Most of our funds had to go to the military to guarantee that the installation there is safe, and we have suffered for it, unfortunately.
So,
Sorry, and if anybody remembers here, above board to like the table here, isn't Steel Maw supposed to be a secret? Even the name of it.
Yeah, A, yes. B, the fact that a town is being constructed is not secret. Everyone knows that the town is being built. No one's allowed into it yet, so it's a forbidden area, but its existence is known. The name, however, yes, was a secret.
Okay, back to.
she's got a lot of info, yeah.
Well, she is BB's like BFF.
There you go. Maybe someone's telling her stuff. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also,
I don't
even if
think
she's
BB's that
BB's
upset now.
BFF, Abigail also knows to keep her mouth. She's a royal knight.
Yeah, exactly. BB's not gonna blab.
I-
BB won't blab to BB's BFF. Is all
I-
I'm
Well, for a quick sidebar amongst the group, before we say it out loud, I think we should run with that and ask her what city are you talking about? See
Well,
if
like,
you
I
can
feel
push
like we
that
could
more.
kind of gloss over it. You know what I mean? We just don't have to call attention to it. And just kind of like note it down in our little notebooks in our minds.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down.
Write that down. Write that down.
I would agree to take the child. However, I'm not the only one who needs to be making this decision within the
I
kingdom.
have a question for you, Sister Hope, as well.
Of course. What is it?
What? At first, your biggest thing was a financial situation. Let's just say, what would it cost to keep the girl here for a week?
Are we bribing this woman?
Well, I think he's
Donate
trying to donate money to help the orphanage that's quite
I
literally
was
falling
honestly
apart.
thinking the same.
That's what I was gonna ask too.
She like thinks. She makes like a thinking face. It's hard to tell her expression because half her face is covered by a blindfold, so you can't really like read the way her eyes look or go. She seems to be looking at all of you without being able to see you. Then she turns her head to meet whoever's speaking, and she'll say, "Well, It's hard to say. We're so behind on so many things. Even if we were blessed enough to get an increase in donations, most of it would have to go to the more immediate things. We couldn't fund one person specifically. The roof is falling apart. The doors are barely functional. Food is, and she kind of like looks back at that like food area, and you see two very watery pots of soup. Food is here for now. She goes, I couldn't say if what specific monetary amount could for any arbitrary amount of time given the circumstances. Something could happen tomorrow that would need to eat the entirety of that donation. If the roof collapses, we'd need 100 gold just to fix it, and then we'd still be left with not enough gold to feed everyone. It's a precarious situation, hence why I'm making the request. Ordinarily, I would never do this. It's extremely dangerous for a child on the road. But, based on what Abigail said, she seemed to be wandering on her own for a while, so she's somewhat familiar with the dangers of the world, and moreover, she
The last time
mentioned...
she wandered, she got captured and almost killed.
But
So obviously she's not good at it.
But she was saved, was she not? By
Regardless.
six heroes who were strong enough to defeat a villain that was being hunted by one of our own royal knights. If this was a simple caravan with unknown people, I would never risk it. It's too dangerous. But because it's you, and because you've already shown your abilities in such a way, I'm willing to take the chance in asking if you would please reunite her with whatever family she may have there.
And
I can't force you, but I'm asking you to look deep into yourselves and think what would be best for her. Another week or two in an underfunded orphanage with no family, knowing that they're off somewhere doing something, maybe ripping their hair out looking for her, or at least take the trip, and at the worst case, maybe Clovecross has an orphanage that she can spend time at until her family comes looking for her.
Is it possible to speak with the girl?
See what the girl wants.
Yeah, she was helping clean the backyard. She offered to help do chores. She didn't say anything, but she insinuated, she gestured, she picked up a little rake and started helping one of the sisters who was doing whatever yard work her back would allow. She's in the back if you'd like to attempt to speak to her, but like I said, she's been still very withdrawn.
Now, before we speak, I would just have one question for you, Sister Hope. I know she hasn't spoken much. She's been very withdrawn. Have you overheard from any of the other children or a conversation out loud her speak about anything from the last couple days at all? Or just about this town that she's associated with some way or another? Did she talk about getting lost? Did she talk about being safe? Does she remember? Do you know anything before we go start a conversation that she might not know?
If she's mentioned it, none of the children or I or any of the sisters have heard it. Like I said, she mentioned something about Clovecross to one of the kids, and the kids were nice enough to tell me because they knew she was new. But it was in the context of simply being asked, like where they were from, and it happened to come up. Attempts to speak to her since then, even from the other children, have been difficult, uphill battles, so to speak. I mean, she's expressive. You know, if you say something she dislikes, she'll frown. If you say something she finds funny, she'll giggle. But formulating words and sentences is just not something she's really done, whether that's because of the stress she's incurred the last few days or something greater, I couldn't say.
Okay.
Question, just so I know this for ourselves as we debate this. How long would it take if we were to say go directly to Clovecross from here? Like, just a ballpark. Like, would that be a 2-week journey?
With no problems.
Like just a straight line
A to
from
B.
here.
What's an A to B to there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll measure that for you while you guys roleplay.
Also, quick thing. I don't know if this is above board or not. If not, I'll ask Mary. Do we know we had an idea of how old she was?
Like 6.
Do we actually Okay, that's more. I was double checking and remembering that.
Can Sai just go talk to the girl?
Yeah, you can go. I mean, this is like a sidebar. They're having this conversation while you're like walking to the girl.
Okay.
Is anybody else going with Sai? I feel like even though Calix is a big guy, he's a very nice
I'll
and
go
easy
with
to
her.
talk to person.
Like,
I'll
I
go
was
with her.
thinking about it, but at the same time, she's like having an easier time talking to like happy children and people her own size, and like has a general distrust of adults right now, or an inability to speak to them. Calix will kind of like,
Alright.
you know what? Maybe then he's gonna wear the papoose. Maybe she remembers the papoose.
Well, alright.
Maybe
Well,
she remembers your heartbeat because she was.
I'll definitely go too, because as Onyx said, I am the only human. Wouldn't be a bad
It's not
idea
a
to go
racist
there.
thought.
I
Good
will say
observation.
that this giant party of people just.
Oh, I'm not gonna go. There's no reason for all of us to go.
I intend on staying inside the building to not make it overcrowded and anything for her.
So do we want to do
I don't want to intimidate.
the girls and me?
Yeah.
I would say send the 2 girls and Cole.
I wanted Calix to come with.
That'll be fine. We're just a giant man.
Calix can. We're not stopping them.
I
I'm
mean,
definitely going and I'm wearing the papoose.
I'm the only one that can
Because we
stop
also-
Calix anyway.
Because we also don't want to scare her either.
Okay, true, fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, to answer your question, it would take, if you tore ass and went at the fastest possible speed with like horses and carts, it would be 12 and a half days of travel, and you'd have to cut through the hills. Like if you look on the map, there's a series of hills where the hidden tome is. That's like somewhat mountainous. So assuming absolutely nothing happened and you went at max speed the longest you were able to, it'd be 12 and a half to 13 days. So just shy of 2 weeks.
For one way.
For one day, just to get there, like tearing
Yeah,
and
alright,
skipping
okay,
everything on the
yeah.
way. If you went at regular speed, it would take about 16 days with absolutely nothing happening.
Okay. Alright, so Calix, if you want to join, you can, but the 3 of us want to start regardless. Like, if Calix wants to come too.
yeah, sure. I'll
just need to
tag
know.
along. Just
Okay.
volunteer. I'll like hang back in the back of the group. I won't be like one of the first people. I'll kind of like punch myself over, make myself look a little bit small.
So, as we walk away, as Brontes and Onyx, do either of you have any more questions for Sister Hope before we have this other conversation with the girl?
No, I mean, I'll tell Sister Hope when they get back after talking to the girl, we'll see what they say, and we could talk some further details then. In the meantime, we don't want to all go and intimidate her all at once.
You don't want to scream at her?
That's understandable, but I am needed in the kitchen, so I'll be there while you go to speak to her, and then come get me when you're ready to
before
finalize.
you go, is
I
there
think
anything
honestly,
that I
Rocky
can
should
do to
help
help
each other.
around this orphanage in the meantime while they're out back talking to her?
I appreciate the help. Volunteers are always needed. If you have experience with cooking, you'd use your help in the kitchen. Otherwise, I mean, we don't have many men here. If you're a handyman, we could always use someone to help patch up some of the walls and roofs that are falling apart. If you know your way around a hammer.
He is a wizard. He could just say poof.
That is true.
Elle poof.
Le poof.
I don't remember giving you the poof spell. You don't have poof as a spell. Check the sheet again.
I'm
Say
pretty sure
Cosmo and Wandos, kid.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's trademarked.
I mean, would that be a roll, or is that just under?
It's a roll, but it's me saying that you need to tell me what you want to do so that I can
would
tell
like
you
to
what
help
roll
with
make.
renovation, like help fixing with things.
Okay,
around the building.
if you just want to fix things, then either it will be a survival check to be like a handyman, or if you have a spell like mending or something, then you
I
could.
don't.
Oh, okay, well, or if you have any spell, even leveled spells, right? Any spell that says like it does X to an object, it repairs, it destroys it, whatever, then you can use that in substitution for a roll, and it will just work if you want to review your sheet. But otherwise, just roll survival.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll survival.
Oh,
And 7, great.
You are not surviving.
Not very
I
happy.
mean,
Bring
I have
modifier, bro?
I am.
So with this will happen over
7,
the course.
it doesn't help much.
This will happen over the course of the conversation where you're speaking with the kid, and then when you come back. But you take some time and you find like a hammer, and they have like a supply of like spare boards, that they've just been unable to do anything with. And over the course of the time, you take some time to like shore up parts of the roof that you can see are about to fall in, and you try to like work on the doors in such a way that maybe you shore the hinges up and make so the door won't just like burst open at the first sign of like a slight breeze. You're not super effective at what you do, but you don't make anything worse, at the very least.
It's like our moving company. Just enough.
Didn't make it work.
Good enough.
It's good enough.
Damn.
All right. So, Onyx, are you doing anything? Or are you just going to be a little pleb sitting in the fucking corner?
No, I'm just gonna keep my eyes out, make sure there's nothing weird going on.
Okay.
Onyx
so I guess
watches Brontes like help out this destitute orphanage. He's like, couldn't have been me.
and if he didn't have ineffective enough to poison, he'd be sitting there cracking a beer watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Onyx from his child-sized chair is yelling at Brontes that he's doing it wrong, but doesn't show him the right way to do it.
We jokingly said I have grilling proficiency.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right, so the four of us can go wander to the girl.
And anyone who's going to speak to the girl can, is led to like the backyard, and you see the girl that you recognize from the tomb. She is like she's like sweeping what appears to be a massively like very weedy and cracked like back patio, and there's another nun, like elderly nun, and she's like slowly trying to rake up whatever like leaves and dead grass she can. And then the child is like sweeping up the little bits that she can't get to try to sort of clean up the backyard, but it's like putting makeup on a pig, you know. It's not really doing a lot, but at least they're doing something.
Are there any extra tools to help clean with back there?
Not out in the open, but you do see like towards the more back of the property, there's like an extremely like ramshackle, barely falling apart. Like it looks like a shed. There might be something in there, but you don't know.
All right, well, I guess I'll start this. We're kind of going to walk up to the girl, say, hey, how's it going? By any chance, do you recognize any of us?
When you go up to talk to her, she like looks up and sees like a person walk up on her, and you watch as she like drops her broom and she runs behind the nun and like grabs her habit and is like clutching her robes.
Sai walks up to Cole and says, "Good job, buddy," and picks up the rake and starts doing what the little girl was doing before.
She appears to be watching you.
Sai flashes her like a soft smile before continuing to do what she's doing.
Roll a survival check for broom efficiency.
Oh my god, okay.
Broom.
How good are you at doing this yard
Imagine
work?
Sai slipped.
I hope it's better than my hammer work.
I hope you roll a 1. It would be so funny.
You are perfectly average at sweeping this back patio.
I do that for a little bit, and then I don't get too close. I kind of keep like 6 feet and some change between me and the girl and the older nun, but I kind of like crouch and hold the broom out in her direction with a smile.
Roll a persuasion to coax her out from behind the nun.
What happened to rulers?
Oh, 21. That is very persuasive. She, over a period of a few seconds, she's watching you with these like wide dinner plate eyes, and she's very shaky. But you watch as like slowly she kind of works her way out, and like with trembling hands, she like grabs onto the broom and tries to like pull it away from you.
I let go.
And she'll like she'll like put both hands on the broom and she'll like hug it really tight to like her chest, and she'll like start trying to like sweep again, but she's not looking at the ground, she's just looking at all of you.
Sai slowly stands up and starts sweeping the ground with her tail to make a game out of it.
Does anyone else do anything?
I don't even know what to do. Sai seems to have this handled.
Kale's just gonna kind of make himself comfortable and sit on the
Cole
ground
doesn't want to
while
get pitched
Sai
at
kind
anymore.
of give it that space. We kind of let Sai do this because Sai is doing a great job.
Sai is the most childish at heart, so.
Hey!
I mean,
Yeah, and he's only talking about Sai, the character.
Yeah, no one else
You know what?
looks at fourth wall.
Addie,
You guys are
Addie is gonna offer for the sister to like rest, like she doesn't have, and offer to like take over the raking for her
Okay,
or
yeah.
sweeping, whatever we want to call it. I don't know.
If you offer, she'll thank you, and she'll be like, "Oh, thank you," and then she'll hand you the rake, and then she'll
Yeah.
go to like she goes to sit next to Calyx like at one of the, they're not lawn chairs. They look like chairs that have been thrown
Lawn
together.
chairs.
They look like they're chairs that have been like constructed together with whatever scraps that like the local carpenter had. Where he's like, "Oh, I have all this mismatching wood, but I don't want to throw it out. I guess I could build a couple chairs and like give it to the orphanage as a chair." So they're very wobbly and they're like not level and they're not super comfortable, but they are functional chairs.
Chair's a chair.
Huh,
This
sounds like a
chair
typical
while-
supervisor.
And then she'll sit. She won't speak to you. Like she has no reason to like speak to Calyx unless he initiates a conversation. But she'll like relax and she'll watch, like that she's watching like the child. You can see she's kind
While
of
they're
in charge.
doing that, can I try to like fix up the chairs while I'm here?
Sure. Do you have what would it be like what would it be like craftsman's tools or anything like that?
I don't have. Actually, wait. Do I? I'm going off of the app in the phone, so it'll take me a minute. So everybody continue on. Do they have like anything nearby, like in the shed? Any like woodworking tools?
Do you go into the shed?
I can ask the nun next to me, like, hey, do you guys have any woodworking tools in the shed or anything?
She'll say like, everything we have is over there. We have a little bit of everything, but complete set of nothing.
Okay, I go to the
Sounds
shed.
like my toolbox.
Yeah. When you go in the shed, you see that it's exactly like she says. They have like a rusty saw, but like no different sizes. It's just one saw. Take it or leave it. There's like a wrench, but it's not like it's an adjustable wrench. It's like just a piece of iron that's like shaped like vaguely a wrench. And if it's not that size, you're screwed. There's a hammer. And you assume that this is one of two hammers because you know that Brontes has the other one. But they're two different size hammers, and you could tell that it's severely used.
Yeah, I don't think my sledgehammer is gonna fix anything here either. So I'm just gonna go back and go, yeah, I got nothing, and I'm just gonna sit back in that chair, and I'm gonna ask the nun, have you been the only one that's kind of been able to get along with her?
The children get along with her better than me, but she doesn't run away anymore, so that's a start.
It sounds like she's warming up to you all then. Slowly.
It's not bad progress for a day.
No, not at all. That's great after she was taken from her home and brought to a strange place. I'm glad that she's starting to talk a little bit more, at least finding friends among the kids.
She like nods along with you. She's equally happy. And just because I'm a fair guy, Ataraxia, why don't you go ahead and roll me a survival check for raking?
Yes, I was about to say that. I was just about to bring it up, like, where the fuck is her roll?
Oh, who's ready for the net one?
Imagine it's a, like, 19.
You are slightly above average at raking.
Just a little better than Sai.
Yeah.
Wait. Does Calyx have to do a construction check on the chair to make sure he doesn't fall through it?
He doesn't have any tools to do it. Yeah.
No, I said to make sure he doesn't fall through it.
Oh no, they're not that like the carpenter isn't gonna donate dangerous chairs. It's just like they're uneven and uncomfortable because they're made of like, oh, I have half a 2x4 and also some particle board and also like a 2x6 I split to make a 2x3. Like it's like, and it's kind of slapped together. It's not dangerously slapped together, but it is like ramshackle. It's passable.
The orphanage in the good part of town or the not good?
It's in the great part of town. You're on the edge of like the Royal District.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Sai is what's happening with the kid?
Over the course of like while all these conversations are happening, the kid is like, watching you sweep with your tail, and like they see that Ataraxia is brooming, and they're starting to get like a little less shaky, and they're starting to like join in, and they're raking up like little piles. that or they're brooming up little piles for like to get put together with the stuff that Ataraxia is raking up. That way they can like collect them later, and they're kind of like slowly working their way in with you.
Okay.
In fact, hold on.
And oh,
I swear, if you send us a picture of a pile of leaves, I'm gonna be upset.
No. Okay, never mind. She's not super. You can tell she's not super committed. Like she has more attention on you two than she does like the stuff she's brooming. But she is like actively getting into, like actively working on it.
okay. Well, yes, I guess continues to make it a game to try and encourage her to like have fun with it and not put so much pressure on like who are these new people. I was gonna have Sai crouch and kind of like start drawing in the dirt, just drawing pictures for the girl.
Roll. I'll say persuasion instead of just straight charisma.
Well,
There it
Sai's
is.
a terrible artist.
She watches you like reach your hand into this pile of dirt that she just broomed up, and you like.
It wasn't into the pile of dirt she broomed up. It was what?
Well, that one says it was. So you like, there's this nice pile of dirt that you're gonna draw in, and it had conveniently it was a pile of dirt she just broomed up, and then she pouts really angrily at you, and she like has a scowl.
Good job, buddy.
Oh!
Sai kind of makes like an apologetic face and helps to fix the pile.
The little girl will remember this.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, so I guess Addie's... I don't even know. I guess she's gonna like try to like kneel down to be more the girl's size. And I'm not shapeshifting into a bunny.
I love that.
But you could.
I could.
Dude, shapeshift into a giant spider.
Yeah.
You won't.
So anyways, Addie shapeshift. No, I'm just kidding. But she is gonna ask the girl her name. Hopefully she tells her.
Roll persuasion.
Hold on, I can't
How
see.
come I never got a chance to roll? I just got yelled at.
I can't imagine why.
Oh god.
Can I? Oh, it's too late. Never mind.
What were you gonna do? Just for my knowledge.
I
Because
was gonna use-
she's currently upset at you, so I need to know what you were going to do.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't really. I was gonna do anything.
With the 8, she has like this very pouty expression aimed at Sai for like the little dirt incident, but she's not as mad. Like she's not mad at you, but you could tell that she's like side eyeing Sai now as she like attempts to look at you. She doesn't like say anything coherent, but you could see that she kind of like mumbles something like under her breath. But you can't hear it. She doesn't like pronounce it. She just kind of like almost mouths it. It looks almost like she's not even paying attention. It looks almost unconscious.
Is there any
So-
chance I can do like a perception check to see if I could read what name she said? Like off her lips?
I will say either perception check to try to read her lips or intelligence check to try to like construct what she said based on the movements.
Oh no. I'm gonna do perception, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go with perception.
14. With a 14, it's hard to tell, but you could have sworn she like what she said was reject.
I thought
What?
You were gonna say
Like REJECT reject.
Yeah, I got.
I'm sorry,
She said-
G. That's not how you spell reject.
That's so funny. Regret.
I mixed up eject and reject.
No regrets, buddy.
No regrets. Like not even one consonant.
I'm gonna look at her and go, I'm sorry, honey, what'd you say your name was?
And once you like get her attention and like she actually like looks at you, she clams up and she doesn't say anything.
Huh.
Sai, I would like Sai to like give her something as an apology for messing up her dirt pile.
Give her some jerky.
Yeah, what do you give her?
I don't give her.
I have all the
I
jerky.
do take another piece out of my hair, and it's one of the Sorry, I don't.
It's one of the sapphire earrings that I stole.
No, I was not gonna give her a sapphire.
Acquired.
I acquired.
Yeah. Obtained. Liberated.
Okay.
Somewhere off in the distance, you hear like a thump of a hammer, and then like a youch, and you realize that like Bronte's like busted his hand.
Can they hear me and Onyx just screaming profanities back and forth at each other?
Profanities, no, because
not profanities,
the sisters will
but-
stop you if you attempt to be profane. But like they might hear like
Insults about the work,
indiscriminate-
because I know
yeah.
Onyx is gonna insult my ability to do anything in
Yeah.
there.
It's with
How would you know Onyx is gonna insult you? We've known each other for like
You already did once.
Once.
I would assume it continues.
Yeah. There's like, the ambient bickering of a married couple in the background.
insult you.
And then what do you give her, Sai?
I gave her one of the sea glass pieces, like that I have in my hair.
How much shit you storing in your hair?
There's a lot of stuff in her
I
hair.
have. There's a lot of stuff in
It's
my
like
hair.
Mary Poppins, but like hair.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
It's all like braided in there, but I
very
delicately
pretty.
take one of like the bigger
Braided
braids,
glass in your hair?
and I take out the sea glass that Ravik gifted to me, and I hold it out to her. And I'm sorry for messing up with your dirt. I was just trying to draw you a picture.
Yeah.
Roll
give the child glass.
another persuasion.
This is gonna be a shit one.
Ideally, roll better than a 4.
Not one.
Just give a child an orphan glass that's depressed.
It's
That's
sea
great.
glass. It's sea glass. It's not a knife.
It's rounded. It's nice.
Until you break it.
Yeah,
Tell
oh,
her
that's
not to
real
do that.
freaking strong.
So with a 16, she like is immediately more receptive, and she sees like the shiny like pretty sea glass that like you twist it and it catches the light in like a certain way,
Oh, she's like a fish.
and you can see that it makes like a little rainbow spot on the ground, and as you move it, like the rainbow spot moves, and she's looking at it, and she thinks it's like super cool, and she'll take it, and you can see that she's like the scowl has gone away, and she's like enthralled in like the pretty lights that it creates like when the sun hits it, and she's like watching it, and she's like following it around.
A really good friend of mine gave this to me. Something to help guide me. And I wanted to give it to you. My name is Sai. And I was wondering if we could help guide you too.
She'll like reach out with like a shaky hand, and she'll like grab your hand and like try to grab the sea glass, and she'll like take, if you let her, she'll like take it and like clutch it really close to her chest, and then she's kind of like, she doesn't say anything specifically, she kind of like leans back and forth on her feet, like she kind of rocks standing up, and she's like, she looks really indecisive.
I know you don't know who we are, but you don't have to come with us. Just wanted to give you the option. Do you miss home?
No, she like mumbles.
So you wouldn't want to go back.
And then she makes like a face, like she's looking around you, like she's not looking at you, she won't make eye contact with any of you, she's like looking at anything but eye contact, and then she's like, I can't go back, I'm not allowed.
You're not allowed? Well, that's a shame.
Alex whispers from back. How come?
Is there a reason why you can't?
He called me a failure. cast me out.
Well, that's funny, because I don't see a failure standing in front of me. I see a very hard worker.
She kind of like smiles and giggles.
If
Hold
I
on.
can't just make this,
Well,
I can't
hold
just
on.
make this decision for the party.
Oh no, I thought like I didn't know if you were gonna keep talking. She'll keep talking. I just didn't want to speak over you. And
You
then
can keep talking.
yeah, and then she'll be like, I can't go back. That's why I want to go to where my sister was.
Where's your sister?
I don't remember the map, but I think she called it Clove Cross. I think.
Clove Cross?
I
Well-
remember it started with a C.
That's. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, are there any other, besides like Cold Reach, any other towns that I know of that has like
In
a
the
C?
in the Human Empire?
Yeah,
Sure.
in all of the empires.
Yeah, Shafel. To the south of the capital.
Yeah.
The farming village Shafel.
Okay.
Why?
No, I'm just making sure like we don't go all the way to Cloves Cross, and then it's like it's actually she's actually from Shafel. Be like, oops.
Okay. Well, my friends and I are heading up that way. If you wanted to join us, we could take you there.
You would? I tried to walk there and then that guy grabbed me.
You're really brave for trying to travel all on your own. I don't think I could do that myself.
I didn't have much of a choice. And she says very like somberly. She's like looking at the ground.
Sai kind of, well, I don't want to reach out to her and scare her, so I don't reach out for kind of ducks her head and goes, well, whatever the case, you'd be welcome in our party, and we can get you to your sister.
And then she like pats herself and she's like, I don't have any money. I can't pay you.
I'm not looking for money. I just know what it's like to want to be with family. And I would like to reunite you with your sister.
And then she'll say
Thank
like, if it's really okay.
Let me talk to my party members, but otherwise, if you're comfortable traveling with us, we'll take you.
And she like,
But I need you to
she
make a
like
promise.
she nods her head.
I need you to hold on to that piece of sea glass. It's very important.
Okay, I won't give it to anyone.
Good.
And then you watch as she takes it and then she like tries to put it in her hair like you had it, and she like kind of bunches her hair up and then like sticks it in.
Can
I offer to braid her hair and put it in her
Okay.
hair like it was in size?
Roll a persuasion check to see if she'll let you touch her.
Oh, please don't be a bad one.
Can I give her inspiration?
Yes!
Didn't even need it. 18, and then she'll let you.
While Addie's doing that, Sai kind of takes a step back to talk to Cole and Calyx about the situation. I know that this wasn't something we planned on doing, but I really do think we should take her.
There's a lot of things we have to weigh into this.
Especially considering the fact that it would be very dangerous, most likely.
I mean,
What happens when we get into a
traveled
fight?
all on her own.
And got captured and almost killed.
Yes, but I fear that she will go on her own again and the same thing will happen and we won't be there to protect her this time. So either she goes on her own again or she goes with a capable party who can get her there.
Yeah, capable. Sorry, I'm not
We're gonna
supposed to be
be
here.
we're gonna be putting her in more harm's way too at the same time.
Can I ask, are they close? They're not close enough for me to be part of this
You mumble
conversation.
something over there, Onyx?
They walked away further enough that I assume they walked away further enough that the girl couldn't hear them
Yeah.
talking about her.
Okay.
So
It's just
And-
not as simple as just, hey, come with us. We're gonna go there. we have things that are happening across this our journey that we're hunting down people essentially that are supposed to be very dangerous.
Like,
So
What's
like
the-
Corpses.
like even when we go through the port city, one of the corpses' hand is there. I forget the name of it. I think it was
Fishbane?
Fishmaw?
Fishbane.
Fishbane, yeah. Like one of the corpses' hands are there. Even if we were to get into a major fight, we can't really guarantee her safety, which is my biggest concern.
then we lose one of us as a fighter just to stay back and protect her in a corner. We need all hands on deck because we're not very smart sometimes.
But I agree that I would like to find a way to get her home. I don't want her to run away from the orphanage on her own.
Or what happens if, I don't know, someone comes to adopt her and they're not a good person? She wants to go see her sister. Cole, I think
Why can't we have her
and
sister come here?
I think the orphanage will not keep her. It was said several times that the orphanage would not keep her. And I think that you, above everyone else in this party, would understand reuniting with someone's sister, with how close you are with Onyx. Forgive me for getting angry with you.
It's just not that simple. That's the thing.
I know it's not that simple. Don't talk to me as if I don't know the situation.
Don't talk to me
No
the same
idea
way.
what I know of the situation. But I am unwilling to leave her here when we could do something about it.
So then I guess why are you asking us?
Guess I'll go on my own.
I didn't say go on your own, but you've made the decision for the party, so I don't know the point of asking us. Let's just go and grab her to bring her with us.
I guess I would like to have
You've
this
made the decision for us. Clearly you don't. We're talking in a monotone thing and you're getting all heated. So that's fine. If that's how you feel, that's fine. But it was never a conversation to be had, apparently. You had this set. So didn't matter what we said. That's what you just said. I don't mind trying to protect her, but if anything happens, it's
on me.
it doesn't fall to all of us.
Does Calyx weigh in?
Because Calyx is kind of in the middle here. Because while he does,
That's why I asked.
I was getting very upset about this, and Calyx does not know Sai's backstory. But at this point, I'm going to assume that Sai has not had the happiest childhood, based off of everything I've learned of Sai.
Any of us?
Yeah, no.
But mine was pretty good.
Nope.
But,
Don't you lie to them.
anyway, yeah. So like, I also see where Cole's coming from, but I also know that Cole quite literally crawled his way out of child slavery and working through. How much do I know about Cole? Do I know that I'm pretty sure?
He's Cole's.
Yeah, I pretty
yeah.
much laid out my whole backstory. You pretty
Sorry,
much.
Yeah,
I'm
Onyx
making
spilled
sure
most of the
I'm
beans
all-
on that one, so.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
thanks.
No, only one part that apparently he didn't even remember. So
I remember.
everybody
Now we all
can
know.
fuck off. He
Anyway,
didn't remember.
Because I didn't want to. It was traumatizing.
It was
I forgot
trauma.
about it. It was my.
No, it was homework. That's why you forgot about
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
But Calyx is essentially, I think Calyx is gonna make a little bit here. He goes, I think everybody here is getting heated. I feel as if we all know, all have see a little bit of ourselves in this little girl. I know that we want to do our best to help her, but we all have to be in agreement. We are in this together. And I know, Sai, you want more than anything to help this little girl be reunited with her family and be happy again. But we also have to take respect for Cole and everybody else as well, where Cole's main concern is he just doesn't want this little girl to die. He wants to be able to save the world and get her home safely in one piece. I don't think he's against letting her meet her sister. I think he's more against putting her in harm's way.
And traumatizing.
And traumatizing her. And Cole's defense, I don't think he wants to potentially put her through another event where the corpse's hand has a chance to hurt her. Now, it's one thing if we were going like straight there and back, but we were going through Fishbane, going around to King's Spear, and then to Clover's Cross, and who knows what can happen. I think that we would be able to protect her, but I think that she will be exposed to a lot of the world, and it sounds like she's already gone through a lot of trauma. But in Sai's defense call, it seems like she wants this more than anything else. She was willing to cross the continent just to be with her sister. And I don't think her being in an orphanage with broken roofing and doors and people that she is growing to trust slowly, I don't think this place is gonna be her home, and she's always gonna try to go and be with her sister. I think we're definitely gonna have to talk about this, all of us together. I, for one, want to reunite her with her sister, but I am also hesitant. I will do everything I can to protect her, but I can't guarantee anybody's safety here.
Who protects her if she stays here?
Exactly.
What if the corpse's hand comes to her here and she has no one to protect her? Just because it's near a better part of town doesn't mean anybody's going to come save her. I know from experience.
I don't think...
But who said the corpse's hand is specifically looking for her? She was at the
know.
wrong place at the wrong time.
But the way that Risen had described it made it seem like, I don't know. She was.
Well, Risen's not here anymore.
I think that we definitely, all of us, and I'm blanking on the number of members in our party, I'm going to say it's 6.
It's 6.
6.
All 6 of us should sit down and talk about this. And finally cast a vote to see what we want to do.
But like, what happens if we don't take her with us? It's not like we can.
And what happens if we get the cloves crossed and she doesn't have a sister?
We don't even know who her sister is. She won't even say her name. And we don't have days to spend here with her bonding over it, trying to convince her to tell us what it is.
And if we get up to cloves crossed and their orphanage is just as bad, but there is no sister, what do we do then? Do we keep her forever?
I mean, that's what my guardian did.
Galaxy can clap his hands and go, okay, well, I think that we should really bring everybody back together.
Does everyone go back inside to reconvene with the other half of the party?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we do a little poofy poof? We're all in the dining room again by ourselves.
I'll say you all walk into the dining room, and I'll say you briefly recap everything that happened outside, and now the entire party is now discussing the finer details of whether or not to take on this side quest.
And
Okay.
I try and cook people while we have this discussion.
Can you what?
Try to cook some food.
Oh yeah, I mean just okay, I'll say this. Do you have food?
Wait.
Do you have food on you? Because you go into the kitchen and there is like fucking nothing.
I got a bunch of rations, which I imagine is like hard cereals and
It's hard
jerky.
cereal and like dried meat, but you don't know how many like dishes. Oh, you can make like a charcuterie board, but
I
you're
was
not really
kinda
cooking
thinking,
it.
Like I could add it to the watery stew to make it like and kind of like crumble the crackers and everything to make the stew a little bit thicker, and add in some little pieces of jerky to make like.
Make sure there's no allergies.
Yeah, I'll definitely say you can like augment, like you could attempt to do cooking stuff to like augment the soup. I'll say cooking is usually survival unless your grilling proficiency is better than your survival check, in which case you could use that.
Doesn't survive. Well, grilling proficiency is wisdom, right? Because
Yeah, so it's survivals. I just didn't know how if it's the same or not.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up my stats on roll 20. Everybody else talk while I.
Yes.
Unless I give
Okay,
everybody.
wait. Question: if Calix is over there cooking, wouldn't everybody overhear this entire conversation?
You mean like the
Well,
nuns
I'm
in the
still
nuns in the
listening.
kitchen? Yes.
Yeah.
But he's also already made, like, he's pretty much voiced his opinion. So, like, if the other 5 want to come to this, like, everyone already knows what Calyx, like, kind of where he's sitting.
Well,
He's kind of sitting in the middle.
Me and Brontes don't, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the other 2 are going to recap everything that they just had the conversation with while Calyx is doing this, because it's going to take a few minutes to, like, explain everything that happened with the girl, right? And then you guys can come to your decision, the 5 of you, and then just be like, okay, Calyx, where do you sit? And then he'll be the 6th vote.
Yeah, okay, got it.
All right, so Brontes and Onyx, go team, go. Or Anatarax when she's back.
Look, I think we have a lot going on. I'm not saying I don't feel bad for this girl, but to take her through Fishbane and King's Spear to a place where we don't even know if that's actually where her sister is, who her sister is, to take her on all of this and risk her life and ours because we have to protect her because she's a kid. She's not necessarily capable. I'm not saying she's incapable, but we don't know what she's actually going to be able to do. She's not going to be able to fight some of the people that we're going to have to fight. I don't know if this makes a lot of sense. Maybe we can work something else out to try and send a letter from Cloves Cross and arrange travel some way. But right now, if we take her with us, I think we endanger her more than we benefit her. Because we just don't have answers, and we don't have time. Because we have something else that's a little pressing on time, and we don't know when exactly that's going to come.
Right. My main issue is that the orphanage basically said that they wouldn't keep her.
We'd have to either we'd have to, if you wanted, we'd have to leave her here if we'd have to find a way to convince them.
They won't. We could give them all of the money we have in our pockets. It still wouldn't be enough.
And you know this how? Because you asked?
Do you want to give them all our money, all the money we have in our pockets? Because I'm down, but I can't just volunteer all of your pockets.
No, but you're making assumptions on details that you don't even know. You don't even know if this girl...
The only detail we know of what they said of price-wise was the roof to be replaced is 100 gold.
And that's even if it actually goes. But Brontes was doing something up there. I think it's called fixing.
Yeah, but they would...
Wow, thanks, prick.
It would require...
Hey, you called me out before and said I needed to shit talk you, so...
Well, I know you would natively do it.
In order to, 1, fix up the place. 1, where is everybody going to be staying while they're fixing up the place? 3, where are we getting the food? How much does the food cost? How many mouths are they feeding? There are so many different parts to this that can't just be solved by giving them 160 gold and being done with it.
Look, I'm not even saying to give them money, but you're making assumptions that, oh, we'll give them the money. You're making assumptions.
Did we not?
All you're doing right now is making assumptions about they won't even consider. They would just take the money. They would do this. They would do that. Right now, we don't even know anything. The other side of the thing is we don't actually know anything about this girl. We don't know where her actual family's from. We don't even know if this sister actually exists in Cloves Cross, because I believe you said, oh, I think it starts with the C, maybe Cloves Cross. What if it's some other town? Some other small town on the other side of the continent? We have things that need to get done, pressing for a lot of dangerous people. We're not exactly involved with
the Care Bears.
You know, Saints and Care Bears.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought we did ask about, like, kind of hint that we could, like, pay our way, and that when she was talking about the 100 gold for the roof, she was basically saying, like, there is, like she can't really say that, like, giving them money would help, and it kind of seemed more, it shouldn't directly say it, but it seemed like it was like you really can't give us money to keep her.
Yeah, for clarity, just because I can see this is like a talking point. When she said that there was you can't, like, individually sponsor an orphan. You're basically donating an amount of gold to the orphanage. They said that there's no real amount of money they could say to you, like a definitive, like, oh, she'll be good for a week. Because if anything happened that would cost money, it would get deducted from whatever you gave, even if it didn't directly affect the girl. So, like, in the example she gave was she might need $100 gold to fix the roof. But that doesn't mean the roof will always cost exactly 100. It could cost 200 or 50. It could be, oh, we're absolutely out of food. We need to buy food. But they're not going to take 100 gold, not spend it on any of the other kids, and only spend it on your kid, is basically what she's saying. She's like, it's a pool. And with her here, we are overdrawing that pool as it stands right now. Ergo, please take her. Like, they're begging you basically to take her. Now, if you tell her kick rocks, you don't know what'll happen. Even if you give her a bunch of money, it might work out, it might not. But that is the gist of what she was saying.
Right, and that's what I'm. That's
it can be reasonably assumed that simply giving, like, if you had infinite money, yeah, then yes, it would work. But it can be reasonably assumed that no matter what amount of money you give, there is a percentage chance it doesn't matter. It will still not be enough, and the same problem that the nun is attempting to avoid will still come to pass. You just don't know what that percentage is, or how it will function, like, in reality, because it is theoretical.
Right. Everything's theoretical until it happens.
Which is kind of what the nun is getting at.
It happens or it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, that's what the nun was getting at. She's like, basically, I can guarantee I can make it to the end if I have exactly as many kids as I have right now. I can't guarantee it with this extra mouth. So that's why, in order to make the guarantee for the rest of the orphanage, she wants you to take the girl. Because at the very least, they know that there might be a family waiting for her at Clove Cross. Ergo, she can't jeopardize all the other kids who are definitely orphans to maybe house a sort of not orphan because it's inconvenient. So she's begging you basically out of the kindness of your hearts. She can't give you any money. She's like, please, if this is a lead, take it. Whether you choose to do so is up to you, but that is the general vibe of like what I use. That's kind of my fault. I said 100 gold as though it was a specific number. That was just like me vamping. It's the idea that the idea that she has no idea, but she's been doing this so long, she's confident she can get all the kids to the end of the month, basically, with the kids she had before the girl showed up. But she cannot do that with the girl here, as it stands. At least not confidently.
An extra mouth to feed really shouldn't make that much of a difference.
You do not know the situation the orphanage is in. That's all I will say.
Again, I do feel bad, but I also think we have to consider there is other people's lives at stake here more than just a little girl.
Is there anybody else that we can send with the girl? Maybe talk to Abby or talk to, not necessarily Knight's Cards, but we can also talk to Moonglow. We know he's very big on family, and he knows a lot of people and has a lot of connections. Maybe he can send 2 armed people to go escort her.
That wouldn't work because we only have one way to contact him, and we're limited on those.
That's for when we leave the city.
He said it. The kid has to have quite literally nothing in life.
Yeah,
to
that's
be a member of the Moonglow family. Like, you can't have.
Moonglow I didn't say to become a Moonglow.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying he essentially has 2 goons that can get her to Cloves Cross.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Because he understands the value of family is where I was going with that.
Gotcha.
He might ask us a favor
we're just gonna
too, though, if we ask him to do that. Yeah.
Also, we have no way to, again, he's the type of person, he literally said, you people don't normally contact me, I will contact you. But in this case, I understand and gave us the birds. We can't just be like, yo, Wardrobe, what up, my dude? Hey, can you take this little girl? That ain't gonna work.
Well, you're just assuming. You can't assume without knowing if you
He
don't
literally told us it doesn't work that way.
He did literally say, like, these are not for personal use, like, these are for mission-related
I also just said we didn't leave yet. We can go up to the gate where we return biscuits and gravy.
That was a store. Well, that was the gate.
Oh, no. Oh, you mean the warehouse? The warehouse district? Yeah.
Yeah. Where we dropped off the bodies.
If you recall, they didn't let you in, and you never met anyone who was actually in the Moonglow. They stopped you at the gate, like, even for bodies. So it's reasonable to assume that you can't just walk in and go, I know Wardrobe.
I get that, but all right, never mind.
I'll say, like, that's a reasonable assumption. You can choose to try it anyway. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying for the sake of, if you choose to do it, there is a percentage chance they tell you kick rocks and you've wasted half an hour. So, because remember, you are on a clock. So I am trying to inform you of things that will take tangible amounts of time.
Yeah. And we are on a clock, guys. We have more than a little girl to worry about. We have a world to worry about.
Okay, well then if we just determine that we can't leave the fucking girl here, what are we going to do? My other ideas just got shut down, so it sounds like we literally do not have a choice.
I mean, if she comes with us, I'm not very much of a frontline fighter. I can try to stay a little farther back and try to help from a little bit of a
And
distance.
if they break through the lines and get to you, they get to the girl. The girl's dead anyway. What was all of the effort worth?
Well, at the end of the day, the
Right.
girl's if we don't take her with us, she'll probably end up dead anyways.
And if we take too much time going out of the way to Cloves Cross, everybody dies.
We're not going out of the way to Cloves Cross. It's literally on our path.
Yeah. And how long do we have to watch her? How many people do we have to take care of for questioning as we go through this?
You don't have to worry about it. Addie and I can do it. You guys can focus on the other stuff, and Addie and I can watch the little girl.
Okay, if we're going to take her with us, we are all going to do it together. I personally want to be there for those who have lost everything. And maybe I'm speaking from personal experience here, but I would give anything to see my family again.
And just to clarify,
I think we're all on the same page with family needs to happen.
That's not what we're worried about. What worries me...
I think... I know that's not what we're worried about here. I know that we're taking on a responsibility by trying to take her home. I know that we're potentially putting her in harm's risk. I know we're putting ourselves at risk. But...
We did it
I
before.
think that... We had Abigail to watch her.
No, we quite literally put our lives at stake to save this little girl once before. What's so wrong about doing it now?
That was also us trying to save our lives and get out of there too. Fully unaware of the severity of this whole situation. This just got 10 times worse, if not 20.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the end of the world now.
I fucking saw it happen.
What do you mean you saw it happen?
When we were connecting with our soul weapons, it took me there. It took me to the battlefield where everyone was fighting, and that thing knew I was there. It was a vision.
The Star Scourge.
The Star Scourge, yes. I couldn't even begin to describe to you how horrific it was. But I saw it happen.
So then you should know...
Yes,
sorry,
I fully
didn't cut you off.
understand. That's okay.
Sorry, I thought you were done talking. No, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Okay. I know the severity of the situation. I saw it. And even knowing that, even knowing that we don't know how much time we have left, wouldn't you want this little girl to be reunited with her family before shit hits the fan?
I'd rather...
We want her to make it there.
I want her to make it there, and I want to give everybody, not just one girl, the best chance to see their families. I want everybody to have their highest likelihood and chances of survival. And I don't want to say that it would be a burden, but there is a burden. It's more food, it's more rations, it's more time, it's more money. And yes, yes, we're getting benefits from certain parties, but those are supposed to help us with a mission. And we don't know when this is coming. We need to be very careful about what we're going to do. Now, if you've decided that you're taking her, which it sounds like you're taking her no matter what, fine. But everything is on you. If she gets hurt, she dies, it's on you. And I will feel no remorse except for anger that this could have been avoided if we thought this through differently and we came up with a different solution other than taking her on possibly one of the most dangerous missions known to the world at this time. That it's so dangerous that not even everybody knows it right now. We can't be weakening ourselves. We need all the strength we can get to protect not just her, but to protect everyone, including the people we care about.
Womp womp.
Brontes and Ataraxia.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does anyone else have any input?
I can't argue with his voice, you know? It's just like, okay.
It's logical,
Brontes
it's
and
logical.
Ataraxia, you've also been quiet.
And
That was a
logic
very
is
good speech.
logicking.
Yeah.
Logic is logicking. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna tell any of you, either of you are wrong or right. That's why I'm shutting up. This is your guys' call to pick, and then I simply
No, shit, I
uncheck
wonder
or
that's
check
why you
boxes.
almost set it up like this,
Yeah.
knowing how this was gonna play out.
Imagine that. It's like I'm a storyteller or something.
That's crazy
Wow.
concept.
The DM set something up? Wow, couldn't imagine that.
Set up an
Unforeseeable.
Yeah. If you guys are having fun with this is a side quest. This isn't even the main story. Imagine what I have waiting for the main story.
Side quest?
No.
I'd love to get there one day.
I'd love to
Oh,
get
yeah.
there one day.
The only person we haven't heard anything from is Brontes, if he has anything to add.
I mean, I'm not one for wanting to drag a small innocent child into the harm's way of fighting a whole horde of necromancers.
Reasonable.
Well put.
Well
I
put.
can't with good conscience agree full-heartedly with taking her with us.
Oh, motherfucker! That's hot, cold shit.
We'll be back in a moment.
The tequila got
So-
him again.
Jaeger.
I can't logically see a way to argue with the orphanage to keep her here, because they sound as if they're already on extremely thin rations as it is.
It's crazy because we're in the wealthy district. But
It is crazy to me that no one in this district seems to care about the orphanage at all.
I
When do
wonder
they ever?
why.
Yeah, what, the rich people don't want to be generous? What the fuck? That doesn't make any
When
sense.
did
Well,
they
that's-
ever?
So I'm kind of torn between the situation.
I don't want to take her and put her in danger. That is not why I'm fighting so hard for this. Because I know the path forward is not a safe one. But this little girl literally went out of her way to attempt to get to this place from wherever she was. And from what I have gleaned from the situation, it wasn't a good one.
sounds like she kind of went this way. But yeah.
And
I
yes,
mean,
she's
the
already
one-
experienced.
One thought I kind of had in light of the situation is since we don't, on Onyx's point of we don't know or Cole's point, if we couldn't get goons from Moonglow, why not go to the tavern we were staying at and see if there are any hireable, like, bodyguards of any sort to see if they can transport her.
Well, I mean, at that point, we're
This would
better
be the
off
same
just
thing.
going with us at that point. If we're just gonna hire somebody else. And
I
not
will
just-
also-
Yeah, but they
I
can
will-
take
I
her
will-
directly there.
I will also
We have
say
other
that-
stops to make on the way.
Well, I will say
Sorry,
that the sister very specifically said she's like, I wouldn't let like a 6-year-old girl go with like strangers on a caravan. She was like, I wouldn't allow that because who knows what they'll do to her? Like, who knows if they're reputable? The only reason she's even asking is because it's U6. Like, if U6 weren't here and you didn't respond to Abigail's ask, she doesn't say what she was going to do, but that seems like she made it very clear that wasn't an option. You get the feeling she wouldn't allow it. If you're like, I found these 6 guys at the bar, they said they'll take her, trust us. She doesn't seem like she would okay that.
So I wouldn't do like hire goons like from like that, but I was thinking like Moonglow has like, a backing. That's kind of where I was idea wise.
Well, then my situation still doesn't change of being torn in the situation.
Fair. 50-50. Ataraxia?
I mean, it's a really difficult situation. If it wasn't such a far way, like I was gonna suggest we just take her straight to Cloves Cross and rearrange our plan, but as it's been said multiple times, we are on a bit of a time clock, so I don't know that anybody would be willing to do that. But I also don't feel like we can just leave her here. I don't know if I'm supposed to know this, that Sai said earlier that about how she's probably gonna try to go on her own because I think I was braiding the girl's hair at that time.
When you all got into the room, Sai basically filled everybody in on everything that happened. So
Okay,
we'll
so
assume that you know
then-
everything that Sai knows.
All right. But I kind of agree with Sai with what she said about how the girl's probably just gonna leave and try to go out on her own again, and then what happens to her then? Then there's nobody there to protect her, and I think even though it makes our lives difficult, it's safer for her to go with us than it is to leave her be on her own.
So again, it sounds like we're not being left with an option, but everyone knows where everyone stands at this point.
So what you're saying is, just to make it absolutely clear, you are not okay with it, but
But I'm not gonna not
said
help.
on multiple accounts that you don't want it to be this way. Even if majority of the party says, "Hey, we take her with us," you'd be like, "Hey, it's all on you guys. I want nothing to be a part of this," and then she'll become your best friend, and you'll die. Is what you're telling me.
As I said too, I said it's not like I'm gonna go. I'm not going to ignore the existence of the child. That's just that can't happen. But I need. Hang on.
Holding.
Okay. Holding. Holding. But as far as this goes, yes, I will not forget the child is there, and I'm not gonna purposely like go out of my way to make things problematic or worse. I will continually protect the child when if I have the ability to do so in situations. As far as again liability at the end, as Onyx said before, I'm gonna be more frustrated at the situation, knowing it could have been avoided if we worked out something else.
Mm-hmm.
Just voicing our frustrations out loud now.
Of course.
And like I said before, like kind of mirroring that, it doesn't sound like we are being left with a vote or a choice. It seems like members of the party have decided what they want to do, and that is what is going to be done, no matter what anybody says.
We're not turning our back on you guys.
But, like I said before, I don't think this is the best route. I think we can try to look into alternatives. I think we have more pressing matters than one orphan. We have, or not, we don't even know if she's an orphan. But we have more pressing matters than one child. We have the literal sake of the world, the fate of the world, to worry about in our claws.
And to be fair, last time Onyx helped a child, he almost died.
Yeah, that's also true. But that's irrelevant at this exact moment.
We don't know.
I think it's a little relevant, but yes, continue.
That is definitely relevant for your character, for sure.
And if anything happens to this child, it's 100% on you, Sai, on you, Ataraxia.
The other two are indifferent.
The other two, I know that you two are the hardest ones pushing for this. If anything happens to her, and if anything happens to any of us, it is completely on you. And I will not forgive if something happens that costs us or costs our missions.
You know, with the 6 people, you think it wouldn't become like an even 33% split in every single direction. That's kind of impressive. That's not to diminish anything you just said, Onyx.
You could ask do you want to ask the nun to be the tiebreaker vote? You have no idea what she'll say.
No. Can I make an assumption on that one? Is that cool with everybody else?
You could assume whatever you want.
I'll make the assumption with you.
I think.
All in favor of making an assumption, say aye.
Aye.
Wow, we agreed on something, guys.
Crazy.
It took way too long to agree on something.
I think we've agreed on a lot of things in the past.
You've agreed that you don't agree.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
That's
that.
true.
That's true.
Like
But
Men
I
in
think
Black.
this is the first time
Agree
we've
to
ever
disagree.
actually been divided completely.
I think I am too close to the situation to have really come at this with a clear head, and I apologize for that. and I got way too heated out in the fields. She just reminds me a lot of myself and what I experienced, and none of you deserved the fire that I sprayed at you. And I don't want to put us in a situation where it will cost us or her our lives. And I know the enemy we face. I know it. I can't leave her.
I love the fucking music. Sorry.
Can't even hear the
I
music.
can't even hear it.
I don't have my.
Oh my god, I'm sitting here on all the silences. I love the music.
Well, that's why it's so it's not awkward. It's a little bit of ambiance, a little bit of like, ooh, spooky. What will they do?
I love it.
So forgive me for my
I know your heart was never in the wrong place, and I hope you know mine wasn't either. We needed to look at more than just one
Emotions.
aspect of this.
Small. Yeah.
So, question: I saw someone mapping it before. This is above board.
That was me. That was
How
me.
long? Okay. How long will it take us to get the Cloves Cross based on our current projection?
Based on our current path we have set up without
based
missions.
on
I saw
the-
you.
Based on the path you have currently drawn, it will take you it's approximately 450 miles, and you can travel 30. If you go at your maximum pace, 30 miles a day. Normal pace is 24 miles, and slow is 18 miles. So just putting it in the calculator, like rounding, because I will say like travel is based on a table. So based on what you roll, things could slow you down, things could speed you up. But for the sake of your own,
We're also going to have
yeah,
cities that we're doing stuff in between.
Yeah.
exactly.
Because we have to convince everybody.
Yes,
Yeah. I just want to know where we're at, because it leads into my next point.
I also have a question to go from there.
Let's just do middle, and that gives us our best route.
Yeah, okay, assuming you go at a normal pace, then it will be just like it's 19.7, rounded up to 20 days. Assuming you go at a normal pace
days,
and nothing happens.
No stops, nothing happens.
Well, not necessarily no stops, it's just you can only travel 8 hours a day, but like you can travel your 8 hours, end in a city, and still do shit in the city. It doesn't mean the day is over. It just means your physical capabilities of travel is 8 hours, like before you exhaust yourself. So assuming you're not trying to exhaust yourself, you can do 8 hours of travel a day, which it takes about 2 days to go through per square, give or take. So, like for instance, to get to Steelmaw, which is like right above you, is like literally 3 hours. You could do it like without even actually traveling. The fort took you 6 because it's equidistant between the fort. So you can get to the fort by like tonight, no problem. Maybe even a little past that. It's just once you get into like open land, you got your multiple days of like just traveling and nothing else. But you can travel, get to a city, and then still do everything in the city, and then go to bed and then wake up and travel again.
Right. But by no stops, I mean like no mission, no.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we have to go find and kill this person.
Assuming you don't deviate from your path as written, yes, 20 days rounding. But like I said, you could go faster, you could go slower, and that is also assuming that you are using horses and carts to minimize like physical strain on yourselves.
Hey, real quick sidebar. Mm-hmm. Little Bronte's pouch of awesomeness.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't.
You said the thing has to be.
She would suffocate.
She would suffocate.
She would die in 10
Hang
minutes.
on. Yeah, 10 minutes. I'm saying if we just had to get through a gate, would she fit through in the bag?
What do you mean get through a gate?
I don't know.
Like we're smuggling a child?
If we had to hide her for, let's say, 5 minutes.
Pass now. What
Okay,
are you talking about?
I would like. Okay, oh no, hold on. I see what he's saying. I see what you're saying. So you're saying like hypothetically, right? Oh no, Mr. Evil Necromancer's right there. He's gonna fight us. We have the kid with us. If the fight's only gonna take a minute because it's 6 seconds around. Can we shove her in the bag, do the fight, and then pull her out, and she can't get touched by spells? Is that what you're asking?
I would not recommend that because if anything happens to the pouch and it gets destroyed, then everything in it disappears into void.
I'm glad someone remembered that. Okay. Yes, if the bag is.
I was worried about that part.
I wasn't saying for a fight. I was saying if we had to get through, let's say, a gate or something at one of these cities or something.
Yeah, but we have the King's Easy Pass.
All right, well then
And
never mind. I'm completely irrelevant.
I will
Yeah,
say
we know you were relevant.
strictly for the sake of answering your question, yes, theoretically she's just about small enough because she's like 6 that she could be kind of forcibly shoved into the bag, into the extra dimensional space for assuming you do it less than 10 minutes and then pulled out, and it should be physically possible. However, you don't know if she'll let you do that. Important question. You don't know if you don't know if a particular town you go to is gonna check bags, like because if theoretically if you go to like Kingspear and they're like, oh, this is a magic bag, we've got to dump it, and they dump a whole ass kid, it's gonna look really bad.
It's gonna be a very awkward conversation.
That would be very awkward.
It's literally human trafficking. Like you can do it. I'm saying physically it is possible.
Just like walk through the gate with her.
I was gonna say it's not that hard to walk through a gate with her.
I was asking precautionaries. Okay?
Yeah, precautionary. You are correct. Precautionarily speaking, it is possible. Yes, it is.
To be fair, I'm not a fan of her disappearing into a void if said bag were to get destroyed with her in it.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna have to veto putting any child in a bag.
I'm just imagining you guys put her in the bag. You guys put her in the bag. Yeah, you guys put her in the bag, and then Brontes gets pickpocketed, and they steal the bag, and they don't know she's in there.
that would
bitch.
be terrible.
Then you have 10 minutes to find the thief. That's a fun little side quest.
No. You have less than 10 minutes to find the thief.
Well, at 10 minutes, she starts suffocating. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Constitution +1 in minutes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Extra. I remember this from my time as being a reindeer.
So and I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you what, her con ain't great as a 6-year-old. So assume you have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assume 11.
Yeah. At 11, you got problems.
Next question.
Next answer.
As far as our route goes,
Yes.
you said we could possibly see if there was a boat to cut off that little up and over to get us directly to Port City.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. None of you have traveled to Steelmaw, so like you don't know if there's a port established because it's a new town. But if there were one, you could attempt to bargain or barter for like transport to see if maybe they have some sort of established route to Fishbane.
Well, wait.
From Steelmaw is our option.
Oh, you couldn't go from like where you are. They're not connected at all to the river on the left, on the east.
What do you mean?
Or the west?
There's not like a little there's no
ports
village
at all to get from Port City directly from where we are now. If we walked a little west,
well,
like,
I will remind you, the king specifically ordered you to go to Steelmaw. So if there are ports here that could take you to Fishbane, but you would be violating a royal order, which you can do. I want to clarify, you can do. But you're gonna have to try to find. You're gonna have to try to find that person because you're gonna have to go the long way. Because if you notice, like the capital's situated more towards the right of that peninsula, so you'd have to go into the river on the right, go down the river to the ocean, go around past Underbelly, and then up the river to get to Fishbane.
What's Fishbane? Oh, Fishbane. Oh, because the line's on it. It just keeps saying Port City. Okay. All right. So, well, I'm done with my questions that are apparently dumb and useless.
No question is useless.
Especially if we could cut like 2 days off of travel by hopefully finding a port in Steelmaw, that'd be like 10 hours.
Well, that one, yeah, but everyone else said my first one was stupid.
Well, that's
putting the girl in the bag. I mean,
yes.
I'm not saying it's stupid.
Putting the girl in the bag is stupid.
We said it was stupid. We just pointed out some flaws in the plan.
We didn't say it was stupid. We just said it was highly morally and ethically questionable and could result in the total disintegration of a small child.
It could also result in all of us being jailed.
Without the bag, with the way we're going.
It could also result in us being jailed.
Listen, if the kid dies with you, that's an accident. If you shove the kid in the bag and it dies, that's murder. It is different.
No.
Yes. As you were saying, I answered all the questions in regards to everything. What else?
Yeah, we're good. I think we can just grab this girl up and go.
Okay. So the party is deciding to call in the sister and tell her that they are willing to transport the child.
Yeah.
I don't know if willing's a term.
They are
yeah.
going to. They are going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, then you will call in the sister, and she'll go. Oh, have you reached a decision?
Bartley.
Yeah, I think we will transport her to Clove Cross.
We will attempt to transport her.
Thank you so much. She says, ignoring Cole's pessimism.
He kind of has a lot going on in his past from what he's told us.
Right.
And his brother just kind of exploded, and then we have this giant mission.
Recount to me all the tales I witnessed.
I know, you were there. That's why he's so pessimistic.
I draw a mustache on Calyx.
What?
On Calyx?
On Calyx?
I double down and draw a beard to go with it.
I feel like that is too sleight of hand.
None of that happens because you're actively talking to the sister. Please, you're in a cutscene.
All of a sudden, he just appears with a beard and mustache drawn on.
Yeah, the camera angle shifts.
I have a beard and a mustache.
We redraw. We shave it off. We redraw it.
Mage hand's wild, motherfucker.
Anyway, so you're taking the girl. That's great, says the nun.
Is it great?
That wasn't me.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. And she runs off, and she comes back with like a little bag, and she goes, "We only have a little, but I got her some changes of clothes so she's not wearing the same rags all the time." And she hands you a bag with like 3 they're not outfits, they're like cloth clothing that the orphans are wearing, but it is new clothes, or it's not the clothes that she is like found in, so it's she can change, like all you guys can change and wash her clothes and stuff, and then she'll give that to you, and she'll go like, "I hope it helps."
Thank you. This will help greatly.
One of the other orphans was her size not too long ago. I always like to keep the extras as hand-me-downs.
Is there any clothing stores nearby?
Yeah.
In the Royal District? Oh, there's a ton of clothing stores.
I just didn't want to ask
So-
the nun who just gave us new clothes. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna say, can we deny the new clothes? Say, obviously, I'll even say it. I know you guys are in a very tight spot. You've made that abundantly clear. Keep the extra clothes.
The Freudian slip there.
Keep the snacks. No kidding.
So glad that landed. Keep the clothes for the as a nice hand-me-down, and we will get the child new clothes for future.
Oh my god, a shopping episode.
No.
No,
we're hand waving this. And she'll say, "Oh, if you're sure, I wouldn't want you guys to be put out any more than you already are."
I insist. So we're gonna give the bag of clothes back.
Okay, she'll take them.
Okay, and if that's all, I think we'll be on our way.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you again. You know where she is. She's in the back. Feel free to leave whenever.
We should probably have her say bye to all of her friends, if that's cool with you.
Of course, you could stay as long as you like. It's just, I wouldn't stay to lunch. We don't have the extra, and I would hate to not offer you something.
Can I point at the pot of stew that I made with that 16 and be like, hey, you can have all of that?
Really? All of it?
Yeah, it's yours anyway.
Yeah. I'll say mark off, with a 16, you're fairly efficient. Mark off like 3 packets of rations. We'll say you use those as ingredients to like bolster the stew.
I'll take it.
So do we go back and talk to girl?
You could talk to her, or you could just say you go collect her. Like, you don't have to roleplay it.
Okay, we collect her.
Let her say bye to everybody.
Yeah, let her say bye to everybody.
Yeah, you watch as she like goes around to like the groups of kids, and she like says she says bye, and they a couple of them like hug, and they're like, you can see some of the older kids are looking at it, and they're like, they look at like they're happy, but there's almost like a sense of like, not desperation, but like sadness, and it's like, oh, there's a lot of mixed emotions. Like she's new here, but she seemed liked, and then once she's done all her goodbyes, she like trots up to you, and she'll kind of like hang out towards Ataraxia and Sai, and she's still very like non-vocal, but she's like with you guys.
I was gonna ask if Sai can offer to hold her hand.
She'll hold your hand, yeah.
Hooray!
Hey, real quick, Ophis, I can't edit my sheet from the phone if you wouldn't mind taking my...
I'll do it, yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
And then you all make your way out of the orphanage. I assume we can quick this. Are you going to like a clothing store in the Royal District, and you're gonna buy like clothes?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, like,
and do we need any? If we're about to go, do we need to have more rations and stuff each? Like,
I thought we just topped off on them last.
Not only did you top off, you guys also established you have like 3 people in the party with Outlander, and each Outlander can feed 8 people. So. Yeah. You're probably so long as you don't travel to an area that does not have natural forage and water, you don't need to buy it, basically.
Okay. What is a ration supply? Just one person for one day?
One ration is enough food and water for 1 day for one person.
Okay.
All right. So what did I miss for the minute I was gone?
Nothing much.
No.
We're going to buy the clothes.
Getting close. Let's go.
So you go to the first clothing store you find that's open, because it's still only like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a wealthier district. People aren't out of bed till 10 because they're very entitled.
Bougie.
And without sending their maids to go do things. And then you find like a clothing store that's open that sells children's clothes. And I'll say, how many outfits are you attempting to buy?
3.
Are they all on shelves and like hanging racks and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's very ritzy, and like the cheapest clothes you see are like 3 gold for a shirt. It's like stupid.
Hey, does anybody want to go talk to the front desk real quick?
Yeah.
You think we can go to the Moonglow? I like the Moonglow. They're inexpensive. They give me a lot of rope. We can go meet our friend manager again.
Alex, fuck off! I'm gonna try to steal. Just distract the lady.
Don't say that.
Wait, I can't agree.
I got that immediately. As soon as he was like, hey, does somebody want to go talk to the lady?
I knew what he was doing.
Like, oh, he's taking the shit.
Like, come on! So weird.
Okay. There is a salesperson, and there's like one salesperson at like what would the closest thing to like a cashier, and then there's like one sales associate that's like wandering around like restocking and like refolding and like prettying up all the display pieces. This is a very ritzy store. This is a ritzy store, so they have like, they're not mannequins per se, but you see that there are like constructs that are magically augmented, that like every 20 or so seconds they'll like change a pose, so you can see how like the fabric of the shirt they're wearing like bends and how it like twists without like riding up. It's very expensive.
That is creepy, and I hate it.
Can I please do a perception check to make sure there's not like quote unquote like a version of like security cameras and stuff?
Yeah, do a perception check.
Again, he's not ready for it.
I just gotta scroll over a tiny bit. Perception.
With a 16, you don't see anything that appears to be watching you specifically.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the lady at the front desk and be like, and kind of explain like, hey, this girl is like an orphan. We just kind of took from the orphanage.
Okay, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm saying at their request to travel her to another place, but we don't have any clothes. Is there any other, like, can you work with us a little bit on the price here? We want to, obviously none of us are,
direct us to a cheaper store.
Or like really equipped, or like, can you help us out at all? Or maybe direct us to like a sister store that's a little cheaper? That's open now?
Do I look like I have a bargain bin?
I mean,
that's why I'm asking you.
You might. Do you shop from it? Calyx says, straight to her face. Is that a distraction?
Oh shit!
Now,
great.
What the hell do I gotta roll? I'm just grabbing 3 generic First three things I see in
Okay.
her size, I'm out the door.
Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Cole,
I gotta
Cole, you
adjust
can make. Cole, you
side
can make.
computer so I can hear.
Yeah, Cole can make a sleight of hand check to attempt to steal, and based on how high he rolls, determines how visible he is and how much he gets. Second, Calyx, you are going to make a intimidation check. That's the closest. That's the closest thing to like an insult I could think of, because you're not lying. It's not deception, and you're not trying to persuade her that she's poor, because she's not. So I'm gonna say intimidation. Because
I'm really hoping this 22 better pan out here.
I mean, I'm sorry. Out of nowhere. That's very not Calyx.
Yeah, wait, hey, it happened.
Do not roll a 1.
Do not roll a 1.
Trying not to laugh out loud at what Calyx said. Like, she's like quietly snickering, and it's obvious her tears are pooling in her eyes because
Yes! Yes!
Okay, perfect. This works out perfectly. Okay,
Sorry,
and then
I'm so sorry. That is his stage name, and you will accept him as such.
she rolls this. Perfect. Okay, here's what happens. So Cole, you with a 22 sleight of hand, she does not notice you stealing. I will say, because it is above 20, you can steal 3 complete outfits. They are not particularly like high shelf, high rack outfits, but they are outfits. They're above average clothing for honestly for any of you guys, honestly, in terms of like wealth status, because it's an upper district. And you successfully you could put 3 sets of of modest children's clothes in your bag. Calyx, you with a 23, you say that. And because you're not doing intimidation to make her fearful, you're doing it to like as a stinger, like to get her goat, to distract her. You can see she has like her face becomes so mortified, you can almost see the makeup begin to crack on the side of her mouth as she like frowns. And then she responds with, "Oh, I see, an orc with a sense of humor. I have a joke too. Security!" And you see 2 buff motherfuckers come out of the back room. And they immediately start walking towards all of you.
I think we should leave now.
Okay.
You all leave the
I can tell
store.
when I'm not wanted.
I don't like
I
your
also
joke
know that I
as
have
like
better sense of style, and Calyx is gonna snap and walk out.
as you
I'm gonna say, as we're walking out, I'm like, at least his joke was funny.
as you walk out, the 2 security guards are like, they don't leave the store, like they won't walk out past the door, but as you walk out, they're looking, like you can tell they're like boring, their eyes are like boring holes in the back of your head, and one of them says like, "It's in your best interest not to come back, any of you. We know your faces."
Do you though?
You know what her face looks like?
Sadly, we know yours.
You know what you're...
I love it.
We've pissed off 2 stores in the capital. We have been here less than 24 hours.
Don't say we. You specifically did one of them.
You can go ahead and write on your sheet. You can go ahead and write on your sheet, Calyx. Under your sheet, without telling you, I added something to the bottom. Under your resources on the right side, it says allies. I want you to go ahead and make a new one called enemies, and you could add Cinderella Sundries.
And what am I gonna put there?
Cinderella Sundries, enemy.
Oh my god, is he actually doing this?
Yes, I'm telling him to.
Okay.
They no
Oh my
longer like
God.
you.
That's fair.
This matters for things you don't know yet.
Can I draw a mustache on the way out?
Alex, no, you're the nice
No, you have already left the store.
We're
I'm
just
gonna be honest. Somebody like shaming another person based on like, hey, it's like, hey, do you have anything like a little less expensive? And going like, do I look like I have a bargain bin? It's like, come on, man.
You
Just-
walked into a Gucci store and went, "Do you guys have a discount rack? Like, what did you expect?"
Where'd you
I'm pretty
$1
sure even a
dollar?
Gucci store has things that are going out of style and go
Yeah,
on
but there's still like 300.
Oh shoot, I forgot. I was gonna go add my new enemies to my list. I want to be honest.
It's not like we were asking her to sell it to us for like half price. We were just asking if she could bump it a little.
I'm just glad that went the way that it went because I was like ready to attack the lady.
Well, I was glad you didn't attack a lady, but I still feel bad.
No, but as soon as she was like, "Oh, an orc,"
And as
I
we
was
walk
like,
away,
where does
Cole
she
gives a
attack her?
nice big ol' high five to Calyx.
Good job, guys.
That's good work.
Hell yeah.
Now, are
She,
you
like,
guys
is
having?
taking Shep out to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, having done that, are you guys immediately going to start traveling, or are you going to go buy like horses and carts and stuff?
Okay, how close is Steel Mall?
Oh, like 3 or 4 hours.
Hold on, no. If we're gonna buy horses and stuff, we probably want to buy that here because Steel Mall is under construction. We don't know what resources are actually going to be available to us there.
Yeah,
I think it was more like, is it worth it to buy horses?
Well, you buy you don't have to give the horses back. You're buying them outright, so you could use them for the whole journey or until they die. So,
question: how much does a horse typically cost?
A horse costs 25 to 50 depending on the kind of horse you buy, and I think a cart is 75 to 100. And a cart can hold 3 people.
So we'd need 2 horses, 2 carts.
Right? Well, you would need horses. I mean, if you're going to have 2 horses to pull the 7. Well, I'll say this: there's no mechanical benefit to buying more horses than carts because, like, you're always going to go the slowest of like your slowest person. So, because horses need to stop and rest just like humans. So, if you buy like 2 horses in a cart, then you will have like basically 3 seats that you can rotate out to rest while you're walking to make walking less stressful. And but if you all buy horses, you're still going to travel at the same speed because the speed calculation I put on the map for you guys is based on if you buy horses. So because I was assuming you were going to. So
well, curious. So if we have, because we have 7 people technically.
Yes.
So you said 3 can fit in the carts.
Yeah. It holds 3 plus supplies.
So it's 2.
Can we also assume, like, if necessary, can someone sit like on the horse, or does it have to be like?
That's where I was getting at. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, someone could, or you could take turns. You're like, oh, for 2 hours I walk next to the cart, and then for 2 hours I sit in the cart, and you can rotate out. Or you could just buy 2 carts.
And the horses not go a little faster
even with
than us?
Those speed calculations are with horses already.
Yeah, so us walking though
would be slower. It would be slower.
So it's 1 cart per horse, or 1 horse per cart, or
1 horse per cart if you get one of like the small carts. Like Abigail's cart, like the custom built cart, was bigger with more horses. You don't know if you can buy one of those, but if you could, it would be 2 horses. But that cart fit all of you plus like easily, so you could fit all 7 if you could find a cart.
All right, so that's what we need to go test out right now. Also, can we put a horse in a cart like typically on a boat?
Oh, I thought you said, can you put a horse in a cart?
I did too until he finished the sentence.
I thought you said, can we put the horse in the cart? I was like,
no. The majority of boats in like the capital, like given the time period, are mostly like fishing vessels, rowing or sailing based. Probably not. The horse would get like super upset. There are specific like big like port cities specifically sometimes have like ferries. Ferries would be big enough to hold like a couple of horses and carts. And then also any situational and also any military ship, like a warship or a military transport ship that's designed to carry large amounts of supplies, would probably also be sized to carry horses for the military. So if you could swing your way onto one of those, they could probably also do it. But I would say the average boat, no, a horse wouldn't get on.
Okay. So I would say from here, one, if I imagine I'm out of earshot of that Gucci store.
No, you guys are walking. You guys are walking, yeah.
Cool. I'm telling everybody that it'd get the 3 outfits for the child. And
which
then,
he added to his inventory.
Which I did add to the inventory. And then I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Ophis God, where is the closest place to buy a horse? And I'd like to see if our party would direct their attention that way.
Okay, I'll say you guys walk to the stables. You get to like the general stables of the capital, and you meet the salesman who seems to be managing the horses, and he'll say, we don't have to roleplay this. This is just like a shopping thing. He's like, oh, hello. Yeah. How can I help you?
Hello, sir.
We're looking to transport 7 people and supplies for a fairly long time. What do you think is the most efficient setup that you have to transport us all efficiently?
And he will tell you that it is bad timing because the military just came through this morning and requisitioned most of his horses, and they did not give a reason. They just said, like, hey, we're buying most of your horses at cost, deal with it. And he's upset about that because they don't usually do that. But he will say that they did give him a small retainer of horses for like to do land management and like maintenance and transportation, that he could sell you, but they will be marked up slightly because they're the last he has in stock for who knows how long until his breeder can get more horses.
All right, so before we talk horses, what do you have for carts then?
He has standard carts, so the 3-person
So that's
carts.
the 3-person.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would either need like that 2 of them. How much do the carts cost?
He'll tell you that they're a firm 100.
Firm 100, no negotiation at all.
Yeah, 100 per cart. Yeah, they're firm because they take so long to get constructed that he can't flex on them.
Okay. And what horses do you have left that can adequately pull it?
He'll say that all of his war horses were requisitioned. He has 4 pack horses left.
What are they like? What is the
Basically, some of us are gonna have to walk, and some of us are gonna ride horses. Basically.
Yeah,
Or did I miss part of
like
that?
if you choose to buy all 4, there will be 1 pulling the cart, and then 3 people could ride horses, and then you could switch out if you chose to.
Wait, couldn't we buy 2 carts?
You could. And then you would only need 2 horses, 2 carts.
So let's see how much the horses are too and cost. Because if we did buy a whole 4, maybe he'll work with you on price. How much is it per horse?
75.
And if we did a package deal, would you work with us on that one?
Persuasion. Because
I'm stepping away for a sec.
these are the last of his inventory. He seems reluctant to budge on the price because he doesn't know when he'll be able to sell something again. 20 was the DC. So he will say, if you buy all 4, he will knock it down to 60 per horse.
That'd be 240.
240
So it'd
plus-
be 340 for 1 cart.
And that would host all of us, right? Wait.
Yes, that gives us 3 in the cart and supplies, and 3 of us get to ride horses. That way we can also swap out a horse from the cart if we need to, if they get tired.
Right,
or
but
die.
then we still have 1 extra person.
I will count the child as supplies because she takes up like no space. She could ride on the horse with any of you or in the cart with the supplies.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So that would be 340 altogether. How much does... So, wait.
Yeah,
Sorry, one
yeah,
second.
that's 340 with the discount. Yes.
340 for the 4 horses.
340 divided by 6 would be 56.66 a person.
Call
Is
57
everyone
so
here?
you could tip him
Fine.
and to make the
What do
math
you want?
easier.
What? Everyone here? Anyone want to chime in? You think that's worth it, or do we want to walk? Or I think we take the horses and we walk a little quicker. Because essentially, 1 payment. We got the money to make this travel easier on ourselves. I think we should use it as a longer term investment right off the rip.
Yeah, I agree.
I was also going to say that I feel like getting the caravans would make it look like we have more stuff and make it kind of look better for people to steal from us on the way.
Interrupt real quick. Ophis, where did you have the ally thing?
Oh, it's on your character sheet on the right side under your like traits. It's like all the way at the bottom. And then I added something called like party allies or party resources or something like that. Worded it.
I have assets.
Assets, yeah. If you open it, I have a list of assets that you've acquired so far playing the game. You can go ahead and make a bracket under that and put enemies. And you could put Cinderella Sundries.
Is that just towards me or towards everyone?
The party.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I will also say to Sai, mechanically, there is no, like, everything is table based. Having a cart or not having a cart doesn't impact, like, getting robbed. That's all a roll of a dice. So you could have it or not have it, and you could still get robbed or not robbed. Mechanically.
Okay. Well, I mean, then I guess it really comes down to, like, do we want the shelter while we're traveling? Because I mean, not all of us are good against the change of the elements.
Yeah, because the carts are big enough, like, it's like, 3 people can sit in it, You could probably fit like 2 people laying down with the supplies to like sleep in the carts. So like if there were people who didn't want to sleep on the ground or whose tent got destroyed or something, you could theoretically sleep on them. But they're not covered carts; they're the small ones. So if it rains, it rains.
We're trying to figure out everyone's walking speed.
Everyone has the same walking speed. It's 30,
and what's
30.
a horse's speed?
Horse's speed is 60 feet per round, but when you're traveling over land, it doesn't matter for you. There's no rounds. It's just travel speed.
No.
60.
So 60. So it's double.
So we would cut our time in half if we're walking.
Incorrect.
If we're taking a horse.
We're doubling our time if someone's walking.
Also incorrect. No, it's your travel speed is an amount of miles the party can go per day. It is like 60 feet per second, or like 60 feet per 6 seconds. It's like, oh, that's 10 feet per second. You're not traveling like a car. Like it's we're walking for a while, then we stop for lunch. We're walking for a while, and then we go up a hill, so we go slower. And then we go down a hill, so we go faster. And it evens out to around 24 miles per day with everything. Like your walking speed does not increase that. Unless you do something to modify the total speed of the day, the number stays the same. But what it does is it reduces the workload on you. So if you let's say you do a march for 10 days with no horses, you might have to roll for being exhausted for doing 10 days of continuous marching. But with horses, it's still 10 days, but you will no longer have to roll to be exhausted because you're taking periodic rests on the cart. So it's not going to affect the total number of miles. It's going to affect the impact of the travel on the party. Unless you get a notably better horse. Like if you replaced these horses with like magical super horses that could go double the speed of a normal horse, then yes, it would increase it. But the walking speed, like the combat speed of a horse, 60 feet per round, is irrelevant to the calculation.
Okay, so if we're looking at getting into a lot of fights, I think we need to make sure that we are all well rested. I think we need to just get the 4 horses and the cart. That's 57 gold apiece, I believe, right? What we just said?
Yeah, 57 gold pop.
57 gold a pop, and we save ourselves a lot of exhaustion. And we know we are going to be very tied up at some point.
Ideally not with shackles.
Ideally.
Yeah, those went.
Ideally not again, no. Speaking of which, Ophis, if you want to take a look at my note I added to enemies, is that what you wanted?
Oh yeah, I'll check it in a second, yeah.
Okay.
So, does anyone else want to weigh in here?
Sorry, I was gone, so I'm gonna weigh out.
We should take
You're good.
at least one caravan. I think it would be beneficial.
But we want
one caravan.
We want a caravan and 4 horses.
And that totals out. So that way, yeah.
And that would be the 57 gold each.
Rotate out the horses that.
The 3 people riding horseback and the 3 people in the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that the total though is 57. That's including 1 caravan and 4 horses.
With the discount, yeah, for buying all 4.
Okay.
Yeah, the discount's only for buying all 4 horses.
I would do that.
Then let's do it.
So everyone take 57 gold out, and we're good with that, Mr. Ophis?
Yeah, I'm trusting you guys to mark off the wealth, so. I know you all have 57 gold, so it's fine, but.
No, I'm below 100 again.
Oh, so am I.
Poor you.
You guys have that little gold?
I have 97.
I had to buy armor. I'm not a fucking wizard.
I mean, I don't get armor, so congratulations. At least you have something to make you less squishy.
Yeah, you didn't get bit by a giant spider in the sewers.
85. 85.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, in that case, you guys mark off the wealth. You have your 4 horses. You have your cart. I will say they are all pack horses. I mean, if you want, I will give you a pack horse stat block that you can reference, but I imagine you're not going to try to get your transport horses in a fight, so I don't think it'll matter.
No, they'll be tethered usually far away.
Yeah, to like a tree or something, yeah.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. And I will also say, like, they are NPC animals. They will not be in a fight unless you tell me you're bringing them in. So even if you do get jumped by bandits, the average bandit knows how good a horse is, like how valuable it is. They're not just going to shoot your horse for funsies. So the horse is never
going to try to steal it.
They're going to try to steal it. But if you do something, if you're like, oh, I command the horse to kick that guy, you can do that because it has a stat block. But then it becomes a fighter, and it can be targeted and killed. And Revivify and other spells do not work on horses.
And there's no Shadow Mirror in this game.
Horses are soulless?
No, I'm trying to say that the gods will not give you a horse back.
Hey, also, if we ever needed an extra horse, if we couldn't get all 4, We could have had Ataraxia turn into one, and she would just be exhausted. That's not our problem, though.
I think that
Exhaustion,
Okay, but that is my
exhaustion,
fucking problem. So
Exhaustion accrued in wild shape does not carry over because it is not your body getting exhausted.
I totally forgot about
Wait,
that.
we could have made We could have just bought a cart and made Ataraxia haul the thing.
No, because she can only be an animal for 1 times her druid level, so she could only be a horse for 4 hours a day.
Useless.
For now.
In a pinch, right? Like if one of your horses got
Can
killed.
you become a horse? I think not.
All right. So can we take our horses and start heading towards Steel Mall?
I will say, yeah, and I would say after some successful negotiations with the, I don't know what the horse breeder. I don't know the guy who sells horses. The rancher in the capital. He sells his final supply of horses to the party that they can.
Old Capital Rancher.
Yeah, Old Capital Rancher. And then he sells his horses to the party, and the party now gets the very fun task of, in their downtime, naming all the horses and getting attached to them. That way, when they inevitably get them killed, it's really tragic. I didn't say that. And then,
can he now be an ally to balance out the sheets?
the horses do not have the sentience required to be an ally.
The rancher.
The rancher. No,
I want the rancher.
He's an ally the same way the guy who sold you a sandwich at Chick-fil-A is an ally. He's like, yeah, that guy bought a sandwich. Like, he's not an ally. He's not gonna come fight for you and die for you.
Yeah, are you saying the Cinderella Sundries will fight against me and die against me?
Sounds like
They might hate us. Oh wait, I don't give a shit.
We're gonna go into another clothing store. It's gonna be associated with this damn chain now, and there's gonna be pictures of us that say "Do not sell."
Do not serve. But yeah,
and then we just insult them.
Yeah. Wait until they do inventory and they find out that 3 things suspiciously went missing. That'll be fun.
Oh.
But,
Hey, that's none of my fault.
fair enough.
I didn't even know that 3 things went missing.
But yeah,
They just
yeah.
insulted Onyx
You do
and
that.
insulted
Well,
me.
here's the thing. You know now.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I literally, when you were typing up your storm, I literally said, "Hey, and by the way, as soon as we're out of earshot, I tell everyone that I successfully got 3 changes of clothes for the girl."
Yeah. The party knows.
I told everyone.
Felix is gonna assume you bought them because he's not okay with stealing.
Yeah, he's gonna.
You literally made a distraction for me, and I high-fived you.
No, I
Didn't happen.
got upset after somebody insulted Onyx.
Fair enough. Hey, it would work under. It would work under a zone of truth. That's all that matters. But yeah, as the party already on the outskirts of the capital finally make their way now with a new set of horses and carts in tow, and they begin the first leg of their official journey, making their way towards the under construction town of Steelmall as they were ordered to by the king. And that is where we will take up next time on Ophisterra.